Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Woodland reboot. I wanted to take a few moments before I got into the meat of today's video just to show you some of the maintenance requirements when you are curing concrete. So for example, right here you can see me wetting down the concrete as it cures, and all I would do is pull back the plastic cover that was helping to keep the moisture in and wet it down. There were a couple weeks after the first two slabs were poured where it was extremely hot. And the curing process takes anywhere from 14 to 21 days. And I'd come across some literature as well as videos that said it was a good idea to wet down and then recover your concrete as it cures. Again, I don't know if this is correct or if I was just following some bad advice. I had the water, I had the rainwater system working well, the inline pump, and so why not? It only took a few minutes, and it was well worth the effort if it does help the concrete cure better. There are some beautiful flowers, some daisies and other flowers in the fields this time of year. Time to get back to the business at hand. Today's video, I'm just going to pretty much run through quickly the third and the fourth pours. And the reason for this is that all of the elements that you'd see in the third and fourth pours, you've already seen them in the first and second pours. There's nothing new here, a lot of repetition, and we're just getting a little bit better at doing this. Far from experts, but with the first and second pours under our belts, better understanding how to work with the cement truck, the concrete truck operator, and how to work with the wet mix itself. It shows, at least it felt like that when we were doing it, and we're just getting a little bit better and a little bit more efficient at managing the wet mix. There's one difference between this last pour and the others. You can see that the truck is straddling, the axle is straddling the form, and we just concluded, myself with the operator, that this would be a more efficient way for the truck to get the concrete, the wet mix, into place. So I just took off the form board at the far end and replaced it after the truck drove out. It's great that my daughter's able to come out and help me again for this final pour, to help me with my hobby. She's in the final weeks of her summer vacation, and in fact, by the time I edit this video, we will have dropped her at university for her first year. So she is our oldest, and so my wife and I are dealing with, as all parents do, with the departure of their eldest for university and the slight bit of loneliness. Even though it's obviously a great step in her life, there does come a little bit of loneliness on our end as the children grow up and begin to leave. As I've mentioned before in the earlier videos, the concrete operators were fantastic with us, especially given that we're novices. However, this guy was just a cut above. I believe his name was Colin. He just worked effortlessly and seamlessly with us. He seemed to take a great interest in the little project. compared to, I guess, the larger industrial, more industrial type jobs that he's involved in on a daily basis. And we worked with him very efficiently and quickly in terms of getting to a viscosity concerning the mixture that we could work with easily. We'd also talked with the people at the concrete factory to include a retardant chemical this time, which means that the concrete cures even slower than usual, allowing us more time to work with it and get it as smooth as possible as it starts to cure in the first hour. My daughter did a great job helping out, and again, if you've seen the earlier videos in this little series, you'll know that she didn't want me to use her name in the video. So there you have it. There she is working away on fixing the edges of the slab that we've just poured, making them nice and neat so that they're level with the abutting slab. Slab 3 is finished and it looks great. Apologies I didn't make any video of the bull float process. To start putting the forms together for the fourth and final pour, I had to go back to the start of the process. That is, back to the forms for the first pour. These are the 16-foot long 2x6s, and they are needed to put together the forms for the final pour. So a little time here needed to get those long sticks over to put the forms together for this fourth pour. See the level in there? That's where we want it. This is the expansion joint material, 50 feet long. And I've done this in each one of the other seams in the strips of the slab that I've poured so far. I don't know that I put that on video, so here's an opportunity to actually see this material going into the seam between the strips of concrete. Very simple to put in. We've just finished the fourth pour. Kavanaugh McNamee there is cleaning up their truck. My daughter's helping. There it is, finished right there. And what I'm going to do now is get ready to start hitting it with the bowl float to smooth it out and bring up the cream. It's all good. I work the bowl float up and down the slab, and my daughter has picked up the trowels so she can smooth out the edges as well as do the work around the various piers.
I've been around the whole thing.
What's that?
I've been around.
My daughter did a great job helping me. I've said it earlier in this video. I've said it in the previous slab videos. It was great to have her out here. Once we'd finished with the edging, there she is working hard on a section of the edging. She also put her effort into helping with the cleaning as she did the other day. That is the end of the slab videos. Coming up next is going to be a video with the installation of the saddles that'll hold the posts in place and some sawmilling. If you enjoy what you're watching, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for stopping in.